हरिः ओम् नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य कृदन्तप्रकरणस्य षट्सप्ततितमः पाठः। अस्मिन् वर्गे निष्ठाप्रत्ययोः अर्थानाम् अध्ययनं समापयामः। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते। प्रणतः अस्मि मुनित्रयम्. Very interesting usage. The pratyaya is used over here in the kartari sense. Pranatah asmi. We'll talk about this particular usage. Somebody asked this question in the yesterday's class. I did not actually take it because we wanted to cover it today. So let's start. यस्तनवर्गे अस्माभिः निष्ठा प्रत्ययोः अर्थानाम् अध्ययनं प्रारब्धम्. किञ्चित् पुनरावर्तनं कृत्वा अग्रे सरामः. निष्ठा इति सूत्रम् अनेन सूत्रेण सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः क्तवतु तथा क्त एतौ निष्ठा सम्यक् प्रत्ययौ भवतः निष्ठा तथा कर्तरी कृत इत्येतयोः युगपत् अध्ययनेन एतद् ज्ञायते यत् सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः कर्तरी भूते क्तवतु प्रत्ययः भवति। रामः ग्रन्थं पठितवान्। अस्मिन्नेव सूत्रे तयोरेव कृत्यक्तखलर्थाः इत्यस्य अर्थः आगच्छति चेत् कर्मपदस्य उपस्थितौ सकर्मकेभ्यः धातुभ्यः कर्मणि भूते क्तप्रत्ययस्य विधानं भवति। तयोरेव इत्युक्ते लक् कर्मणि च भावे च अकर्मकेभ्यः तयोः एव कृत्यक्तखलर्थाः। अतः अत्र निष्ठा इत्यत्र पाठितः क्त प्रत्ययः कर्मणि तथा भावे भवति इति अर्थः। तत्र विकल्पः नास्ति। कर्मपदम् अस्ति चेत् कर्मणि प्रत्ययविधानं, कर्मपदं नास्ति चेत् भावे प्रत्ययविधानम्। अतः कर्मपदस्य उपस्थितौ सकर्मकेभ्यः धातुभ्यः कर्मणि भूते क्त प्रत्ययः भवति। रामेण ग्रन्थः पठितः। कर्मपदस्य अनुपस्थितौ सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः भावे क्त प्रत्ययः भवति। रामेण पठितं, रामेण हसितम्। अत्र पठितम् इति सकर्मकः धातुः, हस इति अकर्मकः धातुः, उभयत्र कर्मपदं न विद्यते। अतः भावे नपुंसकलिंग एकवचने क्त प्रत्ययः प्रयुक्तः दृश्यते। तदनन्तरं विभक्तीनां विषये किञ्चित् अस्माभिः दृष्टं। कर्तृकर्मणोः कृति इत्यनेन सूत्रेण कृदन्तानां प्रयोगे कर्तुः नो चेत् कर्मपदस्य षष्ठी विभक्ति भवति। तद् बाधित्वा न लोकाव्यनिष्ठा खलर्थतॄणाम् इत्यनेन निष्ठा प्रत्ययानां विषये, निष्ठा प्रत्ययोः विषये अन्येषामपि केषाञ्चन विषये षष्ठी बाधित्वा पुनरेकवारं कर्तृकरणयोस्तृतीया इत्यनेन तृतीया नो चेत् कर्मणि द्वितीया इत्यनेन द्वितीया विधीयते। अतः निष्ठा प्रत्ययस्य प्रयोगे कर्तुः कर्मणः वा षष्ठी न भवति। रामेण ग्रन्थः पठितः नो चेत् रामः ग्रन्थं पठितवान्। तदनन्तरम् आदिकर्मणि निष्ठा वक्तव्यः इति वार्तिकम् अस्माभिः दृष्टं। तत्र दीर्घकालव्यासक्ता क्रिया यस्याः प्रारम्भः जातः असन्ततं प्रचलन्ती अस्ति, अग्रे गत्वा प्रायः कदाचित् इयं क्रिया समाप्यते, एतादृशी क्रिया अत्र निष्ठाप्रत्ययोः दर्शयितुं शक्यते। दीर्घकालव्यासक्तायाः क्रियायाः निर्देशार्थं धातोः निष्ठाप्रत्ययो भवतः। देवदत्तः कटं प्रकृतवान्। देवदत्तेन कटः प्रकृतः, देवदत्तेन प्रकृतम्। पूर्ववत् एव भूतकालवत् एव अत्र वाक्यनिर्माणं भवति। देवदत्तः कटं कृतवान् इत्यस्य स्थाने प्रकृतवान्, देवदत्तेन कटः कृतः इत्यस्य स्थाने प्रकृतः, देवदत्तेन प्रकृतं। तत्र प्र इति उपसर्गः विशेषरूपेण बहुत्र प्रयोगेषु आदिकर्मणः निर्देशार्थं दृश्यते। आदिकर्मणि विहितः क्त प्रत्ययः कर्तरि अपि भवति इति ह्यस्तनवर्गे मया किञ्चित् निर्देशः कृतः अस्ति, किञ्चित् उक्तमासीत्। अद्य पुनरेकवारं पश्यामः। देवदत्तः कटं प्रकृतः. So if this particular kt pratyaya is in adikarma sense, you can always use it in the kartari. People also justify the pranatosmi munitrayam using this particular mechanism. You keep on bending again and again, so that's probably an adi karma, so you can justify somehow the kartarikta pratyaya over there. You can also justify it using the gatyarthaka method. I'll talk about it in a minute. तदनन्तरम् अधिकरणे क्त प्रत्ययस्य विधानं. So somebody is saying it is also movement. That is correct. So you can also justify it using gatyarthaka. I'll talk about that in 5 minutes. So क्तोऽधिकरणे च धव्यगति प्रत्यवसानार्थेभ्यः इत्यनेन सूत्रेण अधिकरणे क्त प्रत्ययस्य विधानं कृतमस्ति. So स्थैर्यवाचकाः धातवः काशिकायाम् अकर्मकाः इति उच्यते. गत्यर्थकाः धातवः भोजनार्थकाः धातवः एतेभ्यः अधिकरणस्य निर्देशार्थं कालसामान्ये इत्युक्ते वर्तमाने भूते इति विशिष्टरूपेण न केवलं कालसामान्ये क्त प्रत्ययः विधीयते. आस्यते अस्मिन् इति आसितः मञ्चः. अत्र कर्तृपदस्य कर्मपदं विद्यते चेत् तस्यापि षष्ठी विभक्तिः भवति. अतः अधिकरणवाचिनश्च इति सूत्रेण अधिकरणे प्रयुक्तस्य क्तप्रत्ययस्य योगे कर्तृकर्मणोः षष्ठी स्यात्. रामस्य ओदनस्य भुक्ता स्थालिका. स्थालिका इति अधिकरणं, तस्य विशेषणरूपेण भुक्ता इति क्तान्तशब्दः अधिकरणस्य निर्देशार्थं, रामः इति कर्तृपदम्, ओदनम् इति कर्मपदम्, उभयोः रामस्य ओदनस्य भुक्ता स्थालिका इति प्रयोगः दृश्यते. तदनन्तरं भावे अपि कालसामान्ये क्त प्रत्ययः नपुंसके भावे क्तः इत्यनेन पाठितः अस्ति. अस्य विषये अपि ह्यस्तनवर्गे दृष्टं. सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः कर्मपदस्य अनुपस्थितौ, यत्र कर्मपदं विद्यते तत्र अस्य सूत्रस्य प्रयोगः नैव भवति. कर्मपदस्य अनुपस्थितौ भावनिर्देशार्थं कालसामान्ये क्त प्रत्ययः भवति. हसनम् इत्युक्ते हसितं, नो चेत् हस्यते इति हसितम्. मधुराष्टकस्य उदाहरणं कैश्चित् जनैः बहुभिः जनैः स्तनवर्गे दत्तं. तत्र बहूनि उदाहरणानि, तत्र बहवः प्रयोगाः एतादृशाः दृश्यन्ते. गीतं मधुरं, पीतं मधुरं, भुक्तं मधुरं, सुप्तं मधुरम् इत्यत्र सर्वत्र अयं क्त प्रत्ययः नपुंसके भावे इत्यस्मिन् सन्दर्भे प्रयुक्तः अस्ति. अत्रापि कर्मपदं तु नास्ति एव. कर्तृपदस्य षष्ठी विभक्तिः, नपुंसके भावे उपसंख्यानम् इति वार्तिकं. कालसामान्ये नपुंसके भावे प्रयुक्तस्य क्तप्रत्ययस्य योगे कर्तृपदस्य षष्ठी विभक्तिः भवति. रामस्य हसितं, रामस्य गतम् इत्यादृशः प्रयोगाः दृश्यन्ते. So somebody is asking प्रणतोस्मि मुनित्रयम् इत्यत्र प्र इति उपयुज्यते, अत एव आदिकर्मणि अत्र विधानं भवति इति चिन्तनम् अस्ति वा? तादृशं वक्तुं शक्नुमः. यत्र यत्र प्र इति प्रयुज्यते तत्र तत्र सर्वत्र आदिकर्मणि विधानं भवेत् इति नास्ति, परन्तु रिवर्स् अस्ति. आदिकर्मणि प्रयोगः यत्र कुत्रापि साहित्ये दृश्यते तत्र सामान्यतः प्र इति उपसर्गेण सह एव प्रयोगः दृश्यते. अतः प्रणतोस्मि मुनित्रयम् अत्र कर्तरिप्रयोगः कथं तत्र साधुत्वं प्राप्नोति? साधुत्वं तु तस्य ज्ञापनीयमेव. किमर्थं? प्रयोगशरणाः वैयाकरणाः. प्रणतोस्मि मुनित्रयम् इत्यस्य व्याकरणमुनीनां स्तुतिः यत्र क्रियते तस्मिन्नेव श्लोके अपाणिनीयप्रयोगः नैव भवितुम् अर्हति. अतः तादृशं तत्र साधुत्वं ज्ञापनीयम् एव, प्रतिपादनीयम् एव. तदर्थं प्रणतोस्मि इति आदिकर्मणि प्रयोगः अस्ति. इट् शुड् बी you can justify it in that way. So this was the matrix that we have in front of us. These are the green things that we studied yesterday. Kala samanya is what we studied, adi karmani what we studied, bhute some part of it what we studied yesterday. Adyatana varge kim kurmah? Kartarikta pratyaya, the first horizontal line, and vartamane ta pratyaya, the second column, etayoho adhyanam kurmah. Let's start with the kartari kta pratyaya. So this is probably one of the most abused, probably most misunderstood part of the entire whole kta pratyaya prakaranam. So we need to really understand where a kartari kta pratyaya actually gets used. So kartari kta pratyaya vidhanam is only for the kta, because ktavato is always kartari. You don't have to worry about that. So this particular discussion is only for the kta pratyaya. तयोरेव कृत्यक्त खलर्थाः इति सूत्रेण क्त प्रत्ययः भावकर्मणोः प्रयुज्यते, used in the भावे and the कर्मणि sense. परन्तु कासुचित् अवस्थासु धातोः विहितः क्त प्रत्ययः कर्तुः निर्देशार्थम अपि भवति. That api is important. It does not block the karma or the bhava. In addition to that, the kartari vidhanam is done over here. So what all are these states? Kasuchit sthitishu, kasuchit avasthasu. 4 important areas, and only the 4 areas we need to understand it Let's take a quick overview and then go in the details. तत्र सर्वप्रथमम् आदिकर्मणि विहितः क्त प्रत्ययः. Adikarmani ityukte, a kriya that is neither in the bhuta nor in the vartamana nor in the bhavishya, but it is parallel to them, spanning across all of them. Work in progress is what we have mentioned yesterday for this particular concept. So adikarmani yaha kta pratyah bhavati, saha sarvatra kartari bhavitum arhati. So devadattaha katam prakritaha. Devadatta is in the process of making a mat. Devadattaha praruditaha, elongated crying or continuously cries. Cries, probably stops for a while, again cries, stops for a while. These are like continuously in the sad state. So Devadattaha praruditaha. So in the same way, in this particular context, you can somehow justify, I mean, people do justify it. Pranatosmi munitrayam, pranataha asmi. I keep on bowing again and again. It's not just one vandanam, it's multiple pranamas done discreetly over a period of time. So that's pranataha asmi. It is somebody is asking, is this Vartaman Kala? No, it is not Bhuta, not Vartamana, not Bhavishya. That's what I'm saying. Adi Karmani is always parallel to all three. The action has started in the past. It is a discrete action which will go on for a significant amount of time. So Devadattaha Katam Prakrutaha, Devadattaha Praruditaha iti udaharanani. So this is one thing which we studied yesterday, or I just briefly mentioned yesterday. Adyatana varge atra sutrasya adharena apyasya अध्ययनं कुर्मः. गत्यर्थकेभ्यः धातुभ्यः विहितः क्त प्रत्ययः. So verbs which indicate some kind of motion. So devadattah gramam gataha. Gatyarthakah dhatu asti. If you look at the dhatu patha, there are hundreds of dhatus with gatau meaning. So all that you have to do is probably look in the search bar and type gatau. And God knows, I don't know how many dhatus are being presented over here. Just keep on scrolling. So 246 dhatus. So 246 dhatus are all gatyarthaka dhatus. Of course, not all of them actually, we don't know whether the prayogas for all of them can be seen or not. But for many of them, and some of them which are actually not gatau in the meaning, but are kind of gatyarthaka, like for example, krida dhatu, or say dhava, sru dhatu, or say di dhatu, to fly, to swim, and so on. So in all these dhatus, even if the artha does not say gatau, still they are gatyarthaka dhatus. All such dhatus can get a kta pratyaya, which is in the kartrartha sense. So again, coming back to that example of pranatosmi, namana kriya can be, can be called as some kind of movement. You're bending, or you're probably lying down on the floor, or probably some kind of body movement is being done. So it can be classified under the gatyarthaka, and therefore from that point of view also, you can somehow justify it as a kartari prayoga. So devadattaha gramam gataha. Somebody is asking a question, gatyarthaka and gati samyaka. Gati samyaka, there is no dhatu called gati samyaka. I did explain it earlier also, but this is like a usual common point of confusion. So gati is a samnya in Vyakarana Shastra. Pra grishvara nipataha chadayo satve pradayah upasargah kriya yoge gatischa. So that's the sutram that gives the gati samnya, and it runs for some 20-25 more sutras. That gati is completely different, not to be confused with gatyarthaka dhatus. It is as simple as vruddhi in the real world is completely different, and vruddhi in ashtadhyayi is completely different. In the same way, gatyarthaka dhatu is a dhatu which has a meaning of gati or motion, whereas gati samnya is an altogether different samnya used in ashtadhyayi, not to be mixed up. So gatyarthakebhya dhatubhya vihita kta pratyaya. Akarmakebhya dhatubhya vihita kta pratyaya. The third category is the akarmaka dhatus. All dhatus that are given as akarmaka in the dhatu patha. Now understand this, the word akarmaka is slightly overloaded in ashtadhyayi. In some cases, akarmaka means absence of the karma pada in the sentence, whereas in some other cases, akarmaka means that the dhatu is actually tagged as akarmaka in the dhatu patha. So if you go to the dhatu patha, some of the dhatus, let me just clear off this gatau. Some of the dhatus actually are termed as akarmaka. You can use the filter over here, karma, akarmaka. So you can use this filter and you can see there are some dhatus which are actually tagged as akarmaka. Whereas there are some other dhatus which can be sakarmaka, like patha, but a typical sentence might have a lack of a karma pada. Ramena pathitam. So do we call it akarmaka? Ironically, there are some situations in Ashtadhyayi where we also call that particular dhatu as akarmaka, purely purely on the basis of absence of the karma pada in that sentence. But that is a more confusing usage. Atra अकर्मकेभ्यः धातुभ्यः इत्युक्ते धातुपाठे येषाम् अकर्मकः इति निर्देशः कृतः अस्ति तेभ्यः धातुभ्यः विहिता क्त प्रत्ययः कर्तरि अपि भवितुम् अर्हति. Now see over here, this ta pratyaya cannot be in karmani anyway because it doesn't have a karma pada. It will either be in kartari, it will or it will be in the bhave. So either it is kartari because of this particular clause or it will be bhave because of tayoreva krutyakta khalarthaha. So akarmakebhya dhatubhya vihitakta pratyah devadattah hasitah. Hasa iti akarmakah dhatu asti. Shing swapne iti akarmakah dhatu asti. Devadattah shaitah. And the last category is there are 8 different sakarmaka dhatus explicitly listed in the sutra. For those 8 sakarmaka dhatus, the kta pratyaya attached to it can be used in the karatrathe sense. So devadattaha vruksham arudhaha, he climbs up on the tree. So arudha is one of those 8 dhatus which are actually listed in the sutra. Arudha in the sense ruha dhatu is listed. You can use the upasarga to make it sakarmaka. I'll talk about it in a minute. So this particular ruha dhatu is listed in the sutram. Because it is listed in the sutram, we can have the kta pratyaya in the kartari sense. So 4 important areas and that's it, nothing beyond it. Etesham vishaye धातोः क्त प्रत्ययः कर्तृर्थे अपि भवितुम् अर्हति. यदा धातोः क्त प्रत्ययः कर्तृर्थे भवति तदा क्त प्रत्ययान्त शब्दः कर्तारम् अनुसरति. बालः कटं प्रकृतः, बालाः कटं प्रकृताः. And the karma pada goes back into dvitiya. So that's what the bottom square says. कर्तरिक्त प्रत्ययदा वाक्ये प्रयुज्यते तदा कर्मपदस्य कर्तृकर्मणोः कृति इत्यनेन षष्ठी विभक्तिः भवति. तस्याः नलोकाव्य निष्ठा खलर्थतूनाम् इत्यनेन निषेधः क्रियते. All this has been taught yesterday. अतः कर्मपदस्य कर्मणि द्वितीया इति द्वितीया विभक्ति एव भवति. So कर्मपद gets back into द्वितीया in all these cases. Let me just quickly take a look at loads of questions that have appeared over here. I'll just pick up the relevant ones and we will go to the individual sutras. Somebody is saying, can we say prapatitaha for adi karmani? Quite possible. Falls again and again or is continuously falling from quite some time. So prapatitaha iti bhavitum arhati. Tatra prayoga sharanaha eva vayam sarve. Ataha tatra prayogaha asti che tadrishaha prayogaha tatra spashtikartum shakyate. Okay, so I think I have answered most of the questions. Let's go to the adi karmani kta pratyaya. The sutram is adi karmani kta kartari cha 3471. I think in our list of sutras, it is all the way in the Arthadnyapaka sutras 3471. Not here. Here. Adi karmani kta kartari cha. Typing mistake. It should be adi karmani kta kartari cha. So 3471. There is an Arthadnyapaka sutram, so it's separated out, not in one of the 12 classes. The kta pratyaya is used in the adi karmani sense, in the kartari sense. So kta pratyaya being used in the adi karmani sense is already told. Understand, there are 2 different sutras. We have adi karmani nishtha vaktavya, which actually tells the kta pratyaya in the adi karmani sense. And now we have adi karmani kta kartaricha, which says that the kta pratyaya which has already been told in the adi karmani sense can now be used in the kartari sense. So 2 different sutras, each telling a different thing. So adi karmani kta kartaricha, adi karmani yah ktah vihitah sah kartari bhavati. Idanim sarvam spashtameva syat. Chakarad yatha praptam bhava karmanoho. So that chakara is important. Adi karmani does not block other usages. Chakarad yatha praptam bhava karmanoho. Adi bhutah kriyakshanah adi karma. तस्मिन् आदि कर्मणि भूतत्वेन विवक्षिते यः क्तः विहितः तस्य अयं निर्देशः. ह्यस्तनवर्गे एव दृष्टानि सर्वाणि उदाहरणानि यत्र दत्तानि। प्रकृतः कटं देवदत्तः, प्रकृतः कटः देवदत्तेन, प्रकृतं देवदत्तेन। अत्र प्रकृतः कटं देवदत्तः इति कर्तरिक्त आदिकर्मणि कर्तरिक्त, प्रकृतः कटः देवदत्तेन इति आदिकर्मणि कर्मणिक्त, प्रकृतं देवदत्तेन इति आदिकर्मणि भावेक्त प्रत्ययः। तथैव सिमिलर्ली प्रभुक्तः ओदनं देवदत्तः, प्रभुक्तः ओदनो देवदत्तेन, प्रभुक्तं देवदत्तेन। सर्वम् इदानीं स्पष्टं स्यात्। आदिकर्मणि यः क्तः सः कर्तरि स्यात् भावकर्मणोः। बालमनोरमायाम् अत्र चकारस्य स्पष्टीकरणं दत्तमस्ति। चात् भावकर्मणोः इति तयोरेव कृत्य इत्येतस्तदनुवृत्तेः इति भावः। तान्येव उदाहरणानि पुनरेकवारं दर्शितानि। So that's the first thing, Adikarmani. The second and more interesting stuff now starts. The single sutram that gives all other usages. So there is only one sutram in entire Ashtadhyayi that gives all other usages of the Kartarikta Pratyaya. That is Gatyartha Karmaka Shli Shashing Sthasa Vasa Jana Ruha Jiryatibhyascha. Let's take a look at where this particular sutram is. Over here, immediately next, Adi Karmanikta Kartaricha, immediately next sutram, Gatyartha Karmaka Shlishashing Sthasa Vasa Jana Ruha Jiryatibhyascha. So the two consecutive sutras, they talk about the Kartarikta Pratyaya. The first sutra talks about Adi Karmani, the second sutra talks about the remaining three cases. So remember on the previous slide, we had 4 cases. We saw one sutram for the first case. The remaining 3 cases are given by a second sutram, simple sutram, gatyartha, which is basically the verbs that indicate motion, akarmaka, so that's the akarmaka dhatus, and then he gives a list of 8 different additional explicit dhatus: shlisha, shing, stha, as, so that's 4, was, jana, ruh, and jrusha. Same dhatu that we saw in jiryate ratruna. So jrusha. So these are 8 dhatus for which the kta pratyaya can be given in the kartarartha sense. Let's take a look at all the examples. And because this is a very sensitive, very important topic, I would like to go over each of these examples and make sure that we all are able to understand all of these. So gatyarthakaha dhatuhu. Devadattaha gramam agamat, or Devadattaha gramam agachat. I think I have used the lang lakara for simplicity. Simplicity in the sense because we are more familiar with it. But you can also use any other lakar. You can also use tavatu pratyaya Devadattaha gramam gatavan iti api vaktum shakyate. Devadattaha gramam gataha. The kta pratyaya is used in the kartrathe sense. You can also use the kta pratyaya in the karmani sense. Devadattena gramaha gataha. So you can do the normal construct also. This is example of gatyarthakaha dhatavaha. As I mentioned, pranataha can also be justified by this mechanism. So even if you decide to justify it by this mechanism, there should be no problem. Akarmakaha dhatavaha, dhatus which are actually akarmaka, akarmakaha dhatavaha, devadattaha aglayat, became sad, became tired, exhausted. So devadattaha glanaha, devadattena glanam. So glanaha iti devadattasa visheshana rupena prayuktamasti. Shlisha alingane, by the way, for all dhatus that we will come across today, and in general all dhatus, the English meanings are also available on the portal. So if you're not aware of a particular dhatu, how to use it, what is the meaning of it, and if I don't somehow miss explaining it, you can always go to the website and see it. So shlisha alingane, to touch feet for example, or to hug. So devadattaha gurum upashlishyat, divadi ganasya dhatu asti, upashlishyat, devadattaha gurum upashlishtaha. Upa plus shlisha alingane kta pratyah upashlishtaha. Devadattaha is the karta, devadattaha gurum upashlishtaha. Tatra karmani prayoge devdattena guru upashlishtaha. Shing, swapne, to sleep, to take rest. Harihi vaikuntam adhishayitaha. Harina vaikuntha adhishayitaha. So when you have shi dhatu along with the adhi upasarga, you get the adhikarana becomes the so the adhar becomes the karma. अधिशींस्थासां कर्म. So हरिः वैकुंठम अधिशेते or हरिः वैकुंठम अध्यशेत. It becomes a karma. In general, you can say harihi vaikunthe shete. That's in general acceptable. The adhara over there is the adhikarana. But as soon as you have adhi plus shi dhatu, the adhara becomes the karma. The sutras are also consecutive. Adharodhikaranam adhishing sthasam karma. So adhi upasarga purvakah shi dhatu prayujyate chet adharasya karma padam bhavati. Atah harihi vaikuntham adhyashet. Idanim you can use this particular shi dhatu along with the adhi upasarga. Now it is becoming sakarmaka. Adhi harihi vaikuntham adhishaitah or harina vaikuntha adhishaitah. Understand this. For all these dhatus that are written over here, shing, stha, asa, vasa, jana, ruha, jusha, all these dhatus are akarmaka dhatus. They do not get any karma. And therefore, by akarmakaha dhatavaha itself, the kartarikta is already guaranteed for them. Ete atra nirdishtaha sarve dhatavaha श्लिष इत्येतं विहाय अन्ये सर्वे धातवः अकर्मकाः एव सन्ति. शींग is akarmaka, stha is akarmaka, as is akarmaka. So एतेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः अकर्मक इति निर्देशादेव कर्तरिक्त प्रत्ययः पाठितः अस्ति. परन्तु एतेषाम् अत्र पृथग् निर्देशः अस्मिन् सूत्रे किमर्थं क्रियते? उपसर्गस्य उपस्थितौ एते धातवः सकर्मकाः भवन्ति. तत्र कर्मपदम् आगच्छति. तस्य कर्मपदस्य उपस्थितौ अपि अत्र कर्तरिक्त प्रत्ययः भवेत्. And therefore, in all these examples, adhishaitah, upasthitah, अध्यासितः सर्वत्र उपसर्गेण सह निर्देशः कृतः अस्ति. यदि अत्र उपसर्गः न अभविष्यत् तर्हि अत्र केवलम् अकर्मकत्वात् एव तत्र कर्तरिक्तप्रत्ययस्य सिद्धिः स्यात्. परन्तु अत्र उपसर्गः आगच्छति, धातुः कर्मपदं प्राप्नोति, सकर्मकः भवति. अतः अस्यां स्थितौ अकर्मक इति निर्देशात् प्रत्ययः न प्राप्नोति. अतः अत्र इयम् आवली इदं परिगणनम् आचार्येण कृतमस्ति. सो शीं स्वप्ने हरिः वैकुंठम् अधिशयितः. ष्ठा गतिनिवृत्तौ टू स्टे एट वन प्लेस. देवदत्तः गुरुम् उपस्थितः. सो स्था इज अकर्मक, बट उपसर्ग पूर्वकः स्था धातु अस्ति चेत् स्टैंड नेक्स्ट टू समबडी, सो इट बिकम्स सकर्मक. देवदत्तः गुरुम् उपस्थितः. आस उपवेशने. देवदत्तः पर्वतम् अध्यासितः, goes on the top and sits down there. देवदत्तः पर्वतम् अध्यासितः, climbs that. वस निवासे. देवदत्तः गुरुम् अनुशितः, goes and sits close to him. देवदत्तः गुरुम् अनुशितः. So somebody is asking, can I also say aham ushitah? Of course, you can also say aham ushitah, but that vasa dhatu is anyway akarmaka. So by akarmaka itself, you should be able to justify that prayoga. The reference of vasa dhatu over here is specifically because it becomes sakarmaka in presence of anu upasarga. So devadattaha gurum anushitaha. Anu plus ushitaha, savarna dirghaha, anushitaha. Jana janane, to take birth. रामः जायते, अकर्मकः अस्ति. परन्तु अनु उपसर्गः तत्र आगच्छति. पूर्वस्मिन् वर्गे दृष्टम् अस्माभिः. तत्र अनुजातः, born after. So लक्ष्मणः रामम् अनुजातः. रुह बीजप्रादुर्भावे जन्मनि च. देवदत्तः वृक्षम् आरोहत्. देवदत्तः वृक्षम् आरूढः, to go on the top, to climb. Jrusha vayohano, to make weak or to become weak, to become old. So normal Jrusha vayohano is akarmaka. Parantu tatra anu upasargaha agachati chet tatra karma padam agachati. So Arjunaha Bhishmam anvajiryata. Arjun, because of his stream of arrows, made Bhishma extremely weak. So Arjunaha Bhishmam anvajiryata. Arjuna is the karta. Arjuna himself is not becoming old. He is the karta of the action of making old. Bhishma is becoming old. Old in the sense because anu upasarga tatra agachati. Shaktihinaha, weak इति अपि अर्थः भवितुम् अर्हति. सो अर्जुनः भीष्मम् Anvajiryata, because of his arrows, pointed arrows, he made Bhishma weak. Arjunaha Bhishmam Anujirnaha. Nochet Arjunena Bhishmaha Anujirnaha. So all these usages have to be memorized by heart. And when I say memorize akarmakaha, you have to remember the karma of the dhatu. Not you cannot just memorize all these prayogas probably. So to understand karma of the dhatu, anytime a dhatu is akarmaka, anytime it does not deserve getting a karma, then you can have the kartarikta pratyaya being used over here. Let's take a look at the sutram. Now everything should be clear because I have explained the meaning. Pathamaha kashikam gatyarthebhyo dhatubhyah akarmakebhyah shlishadibhyah cha yahaktah saha kartari bhavati. Tatra trayah bindavah santi. आहत्य चत्वारः बिन्दवः परन्तु तत्र आदिकर्मणि इति पूर्वमेव उक्तम् अतः इदानीम् अवशिष्टाः त्रयः बिन्दवः गत्यर्थधातवः अकर्मकधातवः श्लिषादयः विशेषाः अष्टधातवः चकाराद् यथा प्राप्तं च भावकर्मणोः तदनन्तरं सर्वाणि उदाहरणानि दत्तानि झटिति पठामि गतः देवदत्तः ग्रामं गतः देवदत्तेन ग्रामः गतं देवदत्तेन so he gives all the three wherever possible अकर्मकेभ्यः तु तत्र कर्मणि प्रयोगः न विद्यते अतः उदाहरणद्वयमेव भवितुमर्हति ग्लानः भवान् ग्लानं भवतः आसितः भवान् आसितं भवता अनु अकर्मकस्य उदाहरणद्वयं दत्तं तदनन्तरं श्लिषादयः सर्वे श्लिष उपश्लिष्टः गुरुं भवान् उपश्लिष्टः गुरुः भवता उपश्लिष्टं भवता क्रमेण कर्तरि कर्मणि भावे एतादृशानि उदाहरणानि तत्र दत्तानि शीङ् उपशयितः गुरुं भवान् उपशयितः गुरुः भवता उपशयितं भवता and so on. You can read the remaining examples. There is nothing new over here. The last line श्लिषादयः सोपसर्गाः सकर्मकाः भवन्ति तदर्थम् एषाम् उपादानम् एते सर्वे धातवः श्लिषं विहाय श्लिषधातुं विहाय अन्ये सर्वे धातवः अकर्मकाः एव सन्ति अतः तेषां परिगणनम् अकर्मक इत्यनेनैव भवितुमर्हति इति स्थिते अपि एतेषां पृथक् निर्देशः उपसर्गस्य उपस्थितौ तेषां सकर्मकत्वे प्राप्ते तस्याम् अवस्थायाम् अपि कर्तरिक्तप्रत्ययः भवेत् इति चिन्तयित्वा कृतमस्ति श्लिषादयः सोपसर्गाः सकर्मकाः भवन्ति तदर्थम् एषाम् उपादानम् कौमुदीं पठित्वा अग्रे गच्छामः एभ्यः कर्तरिक्तः स्यात् भावकर्मणोः च गंगां गतः गंगां प्राप्तः ग्लानः सः सो देवदत्तः गंगां गतः इति अर्थः ग्लानः सः लक्ष्मीम् आश्लिष्टः हरिः ब्यूटिफुल एग्जांपल्स इन कौमुदी लक्ष्मीम् आश्लिष्टः हरिः शेषम् अधिशयितः वैकुण्ठम् अधिष्ठितः शिवम् उपासितः हरिदिनम् उपोषितः रामम् अनुजातः गरुडम् आरूढः विश्वम् अनुजीर्णः. I remember one of my teacher telling that even giving some sensible examples is an art. Like, is the same dhatu, but look at the examples given in Kashika versus look at the examples given in Kaumudi. Upashlishtaha gurum bhavan, upashayitaha gurum bhavan, upasthita gurum bhavan, upasita gurum bhavan. So these like look like probably first grade, second grade, third grade examples. Compare these examples with the examples in Kaumudi. Lakshmim ashlishtaha harihi, shesham adhishayitaha, Vaikuntham adhishtitaha, Shivam upasita. So this look like an examples given by a mature student, probably a higher grade student. So comparing the examples given across Kaumudi and Kashika is also a very beautiful exercise, and you can distinctly see the quality difference. There is nothing right or wrong over there. So all the examples given by Kashika are equally correct. All the examples given by Kaumudi are equally correct. But remember our exercise discussion, the the exam questions discussion. I had a question which said use these words in your own sentences. You can write simple sentences which probably a Pravesha student would write, or you can write some poetic statements. Both of them are correct, but second has some kind of additional flavor which makes you enjoy these statements more. So that kind of crystal clear difference you can see across the examples given by in Kashika and Kaumudi. And actually that the teacher, when she said this, she actually quoted the example of this particular Gatyartha Karmaka Sutram to show this particular difference. Anyway, agre gacchamaha. So that's about the kartarikta pratyaya. There are a few questions that let me take. So 3472 is niyamartham. Is it correct? Other akarmaka dhatu which becomes sakarmaka with upasarga are not to be included. That is absolutely correct. So very good point actually. There are many other akarmaka dhatus which will become sakarmaka because of upasarga. They are not to be included. This is only the 8 dhatus: shlisha, shing, stha, asa, vasa, jana, ruha, and jirusha. Only the 8 dhatus are to be included. No other sakarmaka dhatus and no other akarmaka dhatus along with the upasarga when they become sakarmaka. Other akarmaka dhatus without upasarga you can always include. But when it comes to sakarmaka, this is the specific list of 8. Uh, a few more. What is the meaning of upadan? Where did you see that? तदर्थम एषा श्लिषादय सोपसर्गाः सकर्मकाः भवन्ति तदर्थम एषाम् उपादानं तदर्थम एषां विशेषरूपेण निर्देशः कृतः अस्ति इति अत्र अस्मिन् वाक्ये अस्य अर्थः. Then there is another, the anujirana prayoga looks like a nijanta, makes somebody old. So yeah, it can be considered a kind of nijanta, that you're making somebody old by adding an anu upasarga over there, or making somebody weak instead of self becoming weak. Astu, agre gacchamaha. So that completes the discussion of, let's go back to the chart, that completes the discussion of the kartarikta pratyay. So we saw Ramaha gramam gataha. This was the example of gatyartha. Ramaha shait, Ramaha shaitaha. This was the example of no, this is vartamane. We have to still see it. So I have only explained it. Ramaha gramam gataha. Ramaha katam prakrutaha. And of course, Ramaha shaita, you can include it in both. So let me anyway explain. Ramaha shaitaha is an example of akarmaka. Ramaha gataha is an example of gatyarthaka. Ramaha katam prakrutaha is an example of adi karmani. So that's basically the whole Kartari first row. Agre gacchamaha. Agre asti last second column Vartamanekta pratyaya. Vartamanekta pratyaya is probably one of the most misunderstood or one of the most convoluted usages of the pratyaya. Let me actually spend a little bit more time on this. वर्तमान कालस्य निर्देशार्थम केभ्यश्चन धातुभ्यः विशिष्ट संदर्भे क्त प्रत्यय विधीयते. This is exactly similar to the कर्तरिक त प्रत्यय. The कर्तरिक त प्रत्यय is also used for only a handful of dhatus. वर्तमाने क्त प्रत्यय is also used with a handful of dhatus. The additional complexity comes from the next line. Look at this, and I'll explain the meaning of this in a little bit after a little time. But let's actually understand what is written on the next line. अयं क्त प्रत्ययः सकर्मक धातूनां विषये कर्मणः निर्देशार्थम् अकर्मक धातूनां विषये च कर्तुः निर्देशार्थं प्रयुज्यते. So the vartamana kt pratyaya cannot be used or is not seen used. Let me actually use this correct phrase. Is not seen used in the bhave sense. This is very, very unique or particular thing that we need to look at. Look at this particular table. The vartamane kta pratyaya can either be used in the kartari sense when the karma padam is not there, or it can be used in the karmani sense when the karma padam is there. So it's written, not written over here, but radnyam ayam panditaha pujitaha iti atra arthaha asti. So for a sakarmaka dhatu, it is used in the karmani sense. For an akarmaka dhatu, it is used in the kartari sense. You do not get the bhava prayoga, bhave prayoga for vartamane. You do not get, in the sense there is no sutra to block it. It's just that it does not somehow make sense. And why it does not make sense, let me just explain it right now. You already have a kala samanyakta pratyaya is being used in the bhave sense. So ramasya hasitam iti kala samanyah tadrishah api nirdeshah asti eva, atah saha eva nirdeshah tatra व्याख्यानेषु वर्तमाने अपि भवितुम अर्हति इति उक्तमस्ति. So once you say Ramasya Hasitam, you can treat it in the context, or based on the context, you can treat it Vartamana Kalavachi, and then therefore you do not need a separate pratyay or separate sutra or separate reference for a vartamana bhave kta pratyaya. Now, can the same argument be extended for bhute and bhave? I mean, you already have a Kala Samanya reference, so why not reuse it in Bhave? Why have a separate reference in the Bhute and Bhave? The answer is the Vibhakti changes. When you go to the Bhuta Kala, the Bhave Prayoga looks like Ramena Hasitam, whereas when you go to Kala Samanya, the Prayoga looks like Ramasya Hasitam. So there is a Tritiya versus there is a Shashti. So you must justify the Tritiya Prayogas, and that's how you, and the way to justify it is to say bhute bhavekta pratyaya. And when you say prayogas like ramasya hasitam, the way to justify it is kala samanye bhavekta pratyaya. Now, if you hypothetically decide to add a pratyaya or a example over here in the vartamane bhave section, it will still be ramasya hasitam. I'm saying hypothetically because we do not find such examples in the literature. But if you somehow hypothetically purely on the basis of sutras of Ashtadhyayi, if you hypothetically decide to add an example, it will still be ramasya hasitam, which means that there is no difference in the Kala Samanya Bhave and Vartamane Bhave. Any usage of Kala Samanya Bhave based on the context can be treated as Vartamana. Understand this. When I say Kala Samanya Bhave, it does not mean that this particular Ramasya Hasitam spans across all Kalas. It only means that it can be used for any Kala. So, Ramasya Hasitam can actually be used in the Vartamana Kala. And therefore, you do not need a separate entity over here. And therefore, we don't see examples of Vartamane Bhave. And therefore, Vartamane Prayuktah Kta Pratyayah अकर्मकधातूनां विषये कर्तरि भवति, सकर्मकधातूनां विषये कर्मणि भवति. भावे यदि प्रत्ययः इष्यते तर्हि कालसामान्ये भावे रामस्य हसितम् एतादृशाः ये प्रयोगाः सिद्ध्यन्ति ते एव अत्र भवितुम् अर्हन्ति. And therefore, for the case of Vartamana, we only have two choices. We have akarmaka dhatubhyah kartari pratyayah, sakarmaka dhatubhyah bhavekta pratyayah. So, sorry, कर्मणि त प्रत्ययः. So, अयं त प्रत्ययः सकर्मकधातूनां विषये कर्मणः निर्देशार्थम् अकर्मकधातूनां विषये कर्तुः निर्देशार्थं प्रयुज्यते. The reason भावनिर्देशार्थं नपुंसके भावे क्तः इत्यनेन कालसामान्ये एव क्त प्रत्ययः विहितः अस्ति. तत्रापि तादृशमेव रूपं भवति रामस्य हसितम्. अतः अत्र वर्तमाने भावे प्रत्ययविधानस्य पृथक् न किञ्चन प्रयोजनम् इति अत्र आशयः. So again, what is the list of dhatus? Remember, it is only for specific dhatus. For the previous case, it was Adi Karmani, it was Gatyartha, it was Akarmaka, and it was Shlishadi, 8 specific dhatus. Now for this particular Vartamane, and that's it. There's nothing else new to study in the today's class. So Vartamane ta pratyaya, first thing, yeshu dhatushu aupadeshika swarupe yi iti vidyate. Yi is an itsamyaka letter, a group of letter that occurs at the beginning. For example, yitvara, yimida, yikshvida. So yi is one of the itsamyaka entities. It goes away by adar yi to davaha. So yi, tu, and do. These three entities come at the beginning of the dhatu. Out of that, when you see a dhatu that begins with a marker called yi, that is an indication that the dhatu is getting the kta pratyaya in the vartamana sense. Now, is it karmani vartamana or kartari vartamana? Look at the karma of the dhatu, sakarmakatva of the dhatu. If the dhatu is a sakarmaka, it will be karmani vartamana. If it is akarmaka, it will be kartari vartamana. So, yi the dhatus which have yi as its samyaka, yi plus it, savarna dirgham krutva yit, yitah dhatavah ye santi, tebhyah vartamane kta pratyah bhavati. So let's go to the dhatu patha, use the filters, anubandha iti section. In the anubandhas, let's see this yit, all the dhatus that have yi as the itsamyaka letters, a total of 13 dhatus in the dhatu patha. So phala, mida, svida. I'm actually going to list all these on the next slide. So we have a bunch of 13 different dhatus. Look at this. Ni phala, yi mida, yi shvida. For all these dhatus, you get the vartamane kta pratyaya. Another interesting point, look at the karma, akarmaka, sakarmaka difference for these dhatus. You have akarmaka, 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 akarmaka. All these are akarmaka. It turns out somehow that all the nita dhatus in the dhatu patha are akarmaka. Sorry, my mistake. I had another filter on. Let's actually get rid of that filter. Okay, so the only filter over here is nita. That was some mistake on my part. So only filter Anuban is over yeet. And now what I was talking about will make sense. Akarmaka, akarmaka, akarmaka. All these are akarmaka dhatus, 13 of them. So basically that filter was a degenerate filter. It was useless. So all the nita dhatus are actually akarmaka dhatus, which means that etebhyah sarvebhyah vihitah kta pratyayah वर्तमाने यदा प्रयुज्यते तदा कर्तरि एव भवति. वर्तमाने विहितः क्त प्रत्यय. Look at the rule that we just studied. क्त प्रत्ययः सकर्मक धातूनां विषये कर्मणि प्रयोगे कर्मणः निर्देशार्थम अकर्मक धातूनां विषये कर्तुः निर्देशार्थम प्रयुज्यते. So you don't have a choice. They are akarmaka. So anyway there is no karma. So you cannot use the kt pratyay in the karmani sense. So the only choices left are kartari versus bhave. But we just saw that for bhave, you don't see any examples because napumsake bhave taha is powerful enough. Therefore, the only pending remaining example is kartari. And therefore, etebhyah sarvebhyah kta pratyayah vartamane bhavati chet kartari eva bhavati. So, devadattaha tvaritaha. He is confused or he is rushing. Devadattaha tvaritaha. And so on. We'll talk about all these examples, all these dhatus we'll talk about on the next slide. The second example is ichha, the second group of dhatus. Now, the first group of dhatus was all these syntactically marked 13 dhatus, ni, mida, yi, shvida, yi, twara, and so on. The second group of dhatus are the dhatus with a specific meaning. What is the meaning? Ichha, a dhatu which indicates a desire. Jnanam, a dhatu which indicates a knowledge or I know awareness, and a dhatu which indicates puja bhava, the devotion or say bowing down. So ichham, jnanam, uta puja bhavam pradarshaitum prayuktaha dhatavaha. So three categories are being discussed over here: a desire, a knowledge or an understanding, and some kind of respect, puja bhavam. The prayogas that you see in the literature and in the commentaries, these prayogas, however, are very specific. They are not related to any random ichha or any random knowledge or any random puja, but they are very specific usages, and that's why I have written this additional entity in the brackets over here, prasiddha padarthasya. You do not see this in Ashtadhyayi. There is no necessary requirement or niyama or condition like that in Ashtadhyayi. But eventually, prayoga sharanaha vayyakaranaha. So, prayoge kidrisha prayogaha sahitye drishyante. Tatra prasiddha padarthasya ichha. I'll give example and it will be super clear. Let's take there is some very precious stone. Kashchana prasiddha manihi asti. Chandrakanta mani or Suryakanta mani or whatever. So, that particular mani, all the kings desire that money. So there is ichha. Or all the kings are aware of that money. So jnana. Or all the kings respect that particular money, that particular precious stone. So jnatam, pujitam, ishtam cha idam ratnam. It is not necessary that all three conditions should be satisfied, but I'm just saying if something is very well known, it's prasiddha, then anyway everybody would want to have it. So for example, there is a prasiddha scholar, every king would like to have it on his court or in his whatever group of mantris. Everybody knows about it and everybody respects him. So eventually all these things will tie together. That's what we usually see in the commentaries also. But in general, the usages that you see are restricted to this prasiddha padartha, something very well known. A scholar, for example, a well-known scholar in the city, or say a well-known book, a well-known, say for example, kavyam, a well-known money, a well-known probably a precious object, something like that. सो प्रसिद्ध पदार्थस्य इच्छाम ज्ञानम तथा पूजा भावम दर्शयितुम प्रयुक्ताः धातवः. सो ज्ञातम पूजितम इष्टम च इदं रत्नम बहु प्रसिद्धम अस्ति, सर्वैः ज्ञायते, सर्वैः इष्यते, सर्वैः पूज्यते. अनेनैव प्रकारेण अयं विद्वान्, अयं पंडितः सर्वैः इष्यते, in their own court or assembly, सर्वैः ज्ञायते, सर्वैः च पूज्यते. अनेन प्रकारेण अत्र प्रसिद्धपदार्थस्य इच्छा, ज्ञानं तथा च पूजाभावः एतेषां निर्देशार्थं क्त प्रत्ययः वर्तमाने भवितुमर्हति. ज्ञात, पूजित, इष्ट are all वर्तमान प्रयोगास. The third is actually a dicey area. So these two are extremely clear. They are there in the sutra. The third is a very dicey area. There are certain dhatus which have been randomly listed in the bhashya. And because they have been listed in the bhashya, they have been copied to Kashika also. So he gives a list of some 10, 12, 15, I think 20 different dhatus he gives. And then in Saraswati Kanthabhradam, Bhoja adds a few more dhatus on the top of it. So again, the exact list is not very clear, but there is some list, a finite list of dhatus, some 20 to 30 dhatus. They are vishesha rupena nirdishtaha santi. Tesham vishaye api vartamane kta pratyaya bhavati. So it's a little dicey. Unlike the previous one, like shlisha, stha, vasa, and so on, jana, is not a fixed list of 8 dhatus. A list, an approximate list of 20, 25 goes something closer to the concept of akriti gana, but not is and not to boldly say it as an akriti gana, basically a list that is written by Bhashyakara, and a few grammarians have added a couple examples on the top of it. So Bhashyakarena Vishesha Rupena Nirdishtaha Dhatavaha. So Rakshitaha Desha. Raksha is an example. Now it is not in the first category. It does not start with an E. It is not a Prasiddha Padarthasya Ichha Jnana Puja. It is protection, which is different than any of these three. But Rakshitaha Deshaha iti prayogaha drishyate. Devadattस्य रक्षितः देशः. Devadatta is protecting the country. देवदत्तस्य रक्षितः देशः इत्युक्ते सः देशः यः रक्षते इति अत्र वर्तमाने प्रयोगः दृश्यते. Now look at this. रक्ष धातु is a सकर्मक धातु. देवदत्तः देशं रक्षति. सकर्मकः धातु अस्ति. For sakarmaka dhatus, the vartamanik ta pratyay will always be in the karmani sense. That's what we wrote over here. Sakarmaka dhatu nam vishaye karmanaha nirdeshartham. Why karmanaha nirdeshartham? Because you cannot, because for the sakarmaka dhatus, there is no way you can get it in the kartari sense. In the kartari sense, only 8 dhatus have been listed in the sutra, shlisha, stha, vasa, and so on. And none of these 8 dhatus are being listed by Bhashyakara over here. So if you look at the set of those 8 dhatus and look at the set of all the sakarmaka dhatus listed by the Bhashyakara, there is no overlap. And therefore, अत्र सकर्मकः धातु अस्ति चेत् कर्मणः निर्देशार्थम् एव क्त प्रत्ययः भवति इति सरलरूपेण वक्तुं शक्यते. सो रक्षितः देशः, सः देशः यः रक्षते इति अर्थः. So these are the 3 broad categories, and what I'm now going to do is basically discuss the sutras so that we can actually understand the finer details of each of them. So the first category over there is Nitaktaha. This is the sutram in the Vartamanadhikara. If you go to the next sheet number 5, all the way at the end, Nitaktaha, and immediately next sutram, Matibuddhi Pujarthebhyascha. These are the 2 sutras. The first one is about the Nita Dhatu. The second one is about the Ichha, Jnana, and Puja. So both of these conditions are being covered in the 2 consecutive sutras. First of them is Nitaktaha. Ni it yasya asau nita. Nitah dhatoho vartamane arthe apikta pratyaya bhavati. भूते निष्ठा विहिता वर्तमाने न प्राप्नोति इति विधीयते. निमिदा स्नेहने मिन्नः इमिदा क्ष्विन्नः इक्ष्विदा क्ष्विन्नः, and so on. So he has given various examples. I've listed all the examples over here along with all the prayogas also. All these prayogas will be in the kartari sense because there is no karma. All these are akarmaka dhatus. So saha phalitaha, saha minnaha. Phalitaha is he is the one who is disassembling something. Saha minnaha, he has become fat, oily, greasy. Saha swinnaha, same meaning. Saha kshwinnaha, similar meaning. Saha tvaritaha, he is confused or he is rushing. Saha suptaha, asleep. Saha bhitaha, afraid. Saha Trishitaha, one of the very well-known usages of Samskrita Bharati, spoken Sanskrit camps. Ekaha kakaha asti, saha bahu trishitaha asti. So that trishitaha. Saha drishtaha, drishyate, say, uh, bold, for example, Bhima typically is characterized as a drishta. Saha idhaha, so deep out to glow. So all these are the examples seen in the kartari sense. Sarve itaha dhatavaha akarmakaha santi, ataha vartamane vihitaha pratyayah kartuh nirdeshartham prayujyate. So that's the first sutram, nitaktaha. The next one, matibuddhi pujarthebhyascha मतिहि इत्युक्ते इच्छा. सो सामान्य रूपेण मति शब्दस्य अर्थः बुद्धिः इति अस्ति, परन्तु सूत्रे एव मति बुद्धि पूजार्थेभ्यश्च इति बुद्धि इत्यस्य पृथक् रूपेण निर्देशः क्रियते. अतः तत्र व्याख्यानेन स्पष्टीक्रियते, व्याख्यानैः स्पष्टीक्रियते मतिः इह इच्छा बुद्धेः पृथग् उपादानात्. Somebody was asking what is upadana? निर्देश. बुद्धेः पृथग् उपादानात्. So matihi ichha, buddhihi jnanam, puja satkaraha. Satkar is paying respect. Eteshu artheshu ye dhatavah prayujyante tebhyah prasiddha padarthasya nirdeshartham, which is purely my own coloring over there, looking at the examples, not seen directly in the sutra patha. Prasiddha padarthasya nirdeshartham vartamane kta pratyah bhavati. एते सर्वे सकर्मकाः धातवः सन्ति, अतः अत्र क्त प्रत्ययेन कर्मपदस्य निर्देशः क्रियते. राज्ञाम् इष्टः मतः पूजितः ज्ञातः मणिः. So matah, ishtah, manihi, these are all arthas. These are not individual dhatus. So any dhatu in the sense of ichha, any dhatu in the sense of jnanam, or any dhatu in the sense of satkara or puja. So matah, ishtah va manihi, buddham jnatam va kavyam, architaha pujitaha va panditaha. In all these cases, there is a prasiddha entity, pandita or kavya or mani, that is being explained by adding a kta pratyaya in the vartamana sense, not in the bhuta sense, in the vartamana sense. So this poem or this kavya is well known by everybody. Say radnyaihi, radnyam, shashti agachati. Radnyam jnatam kavyam. Radnyam architaha panditaha. Well respected, well known, uh, desired, and so on. So matihi ichha buddhihi jnanam puja satkarah एतदर्थेभ्यः धातुभ्यः वर्तमानार्थे क्त प्रत्ययः भवति. राज्ञां मतः, राज्ञाम् इष्टः, राज्ञां बुद्धः, राज्ञां ज्ञातः. So all these shashti is actually the karta. As I mentioned yesterday, karta should actually go in tritiya, but there will be a sutram that will block the tritiya and bring back the shashti. We'll see that sutra in a while. So radnyam jnataha, radnyam pujitaha, radnyam architaha, and so on. Somebody, I think, is asking a question: is any of these in the bhutakala? No, all these is in the vartaman kala. A litmus test for finding whether a usage in the bhutakala or the vartaman kala is as follows. Good, you asked this question. I anyway wanted to explain it. There is a very simple litmus test of finding whether a prayoga is in the vartamana kala or bhutakala. Look at this over here. Ramena pathitaha versus radnyam pujitaha. If you see a karta in the shashti, it is vartamana kala. If you see a karta in the tritiya, it is bhutakala. I mean, I'm talking about the karmani sense. Kartari sense, usually people are not confused. It's easy to find a karta. So ramaha gramam gataha, it's easy to understand that this is a kartari bhuta prayoga, and ramaha shaitaha may be easy to understand this is a vartamana prayoga. But ramena pathaha pathitaha radnyam pujitaha. So if you see a shashti, it is definitely a vartamana kala prayoga. If you see a tritiya, it is definitely a bhuta kala prayoga. So that's a very simple test to find out vartamana kala prayoga versus a bhuta kala prayoga. In all these examples over here, radnyam jnataha, radnyam buddhaha, radnyam pujita sarvatra vartamana kale prayoga asti. So these are the two very straightforward areas. One is nitah dhatavaha. Second is mati buddhi pujarthakaha dhatavaha. The third example is a little bit dicey. It basically lists a few examples. The Bhashyakara himself lists an example, the Karika. He lists them using a small shloka, Karika, which has been copied by Kashika. So Mati Buddhi Pujarthebhyascha Tadeva Sutram इत्यस्मिन् सूत्रे चकारः किमर्थम् अस्ति इति प्रश्ने पृष्टे अनुक्त समुच्चयार्थः चकारः अनुक्त समुच्चयार्थः येषां निर्देशः परिगणं न कृतं तेषाम् अपि परिगणनार्थम् अत्र चकारः प्रयुज्यते. Basically a backdoor to say that there are a few more dhatus and we will include those dhatus using a chakara over here. And then he gives a list. It's actually a karika, a shloka given over there. Shilito rakshita kshanta akrushto jushta ityapi rushtascha rushitaschobha हृष्टश्च ऋषितोश्चोभा वभिव्याहृत इत्यपि हृष्टतुष्टौ तथा क्रान्तस्तथोभौ संयतोद्यतौ कष्टं भविष्यति इत्याहुः अमृतः पूर्ववत् स्मृतः. These are the two shlokas, and then in Saraswati Kanthabharanam, Bhoj adds a few more dhatus to this list. Bhashyakara also adds, Kashika also adds some dhatus on his own. Suptaha, Shaitaha, Ashitaha, Liptaha, Truptaha. So basically, there is no way I can give you a ready-made list. Is basically prayoga dependent. Prayoga sharanaha eva vayam sarvyatra. So chakaraha anukta samuchayarthaha shilitaha rakshitaha kshamtaha akrishtaha jushtaha ityadi basically captures all these use cases. So I'm representing all these examples which were written in Kashika. All the dhatus that were there in Kashika, I am representing examples over here. Let's quickly go through it. Shila samadhau, to meditate. Saha shilitaha. Raksha palane. Tasya deshaha rakshitaha. Always understand, if it is an akarmaka dhatu, I will show a kartari prayoga. If it is a sakarmaka dhatu, I will show a karmani prayoga. Somebody is asking which sutra gives tasya over shashti over here. I have not taught that. I will teach on the next slide. I'm just saying that there will be a sutram that gives shashti. So I will teach it on the next slide. So raksha palane tasya deshaha rakshitaha. Kshamusha sahane tasya dukkham kshantam. Is tolerating the pain. Ang krusha rodane, to shout or to cry loudly. Saha akrishtaha. He is crying loudly. There is no karma. So this is the kartarathe prayoga. Jushi priti sevanayoho, to enjoy. Saha jushtaha. Rusha himsayam. Saha rushtaha ruditaha va. Abhi vi aru. This basically you have to somehow memorize these or try it out, practice these out. Saha abhivyartaha. Rusha ali ke saha rishtaha. Typing mistake. Saha rishtaha. Very well known prayog. Saha rishtaha. Saha tushtaha. Tasya swargaha krantaha. Saha sanyataha. He is controlled, determined. Saha udyataha. He is busy, employed in the work. Saha shaitaha. So this is the kartari prayoga. We also saw it because it is akarmaka. Saha shaitaha. He is sleeping. Now this is vartamana. Lipa upadehe, to paint. Tasya bhittihi lipta. He is the one who is painting the wall. Saha truptaha. Saha amrutaha. Na mriyate iti prayogaha tatra karikayam vishishta rupena uktaha asti. Amrutaha purvavat smrutaha. Kashtam bhavishyati ityahuhu. Amrutaha purvavat smrutaha. So explicitly Naya Samasa Prayoga Amruta has been told in the Karika. And finally, one very unique example, Kasha iti dhatuhu asti. Tatra bhavishyat kale kta pratyaya bhashyakareణ ukta asti. Only one example, very remote. Look at this, Kashtam bhavishyati ityahuhu. The bhavishyat kala is being represented by the kta pratyaya in the verb, in the dhatu, or in the word kashta. So kasha himsayam, he will do the himsa. Saha kashtaha. Very weird prayoga. Saha kashtaha bhavishyati atra pratyay vidhanam kritam asti. Only one exception. So only two special cases actually. Amruta is the naya samasa negated case being used. Saha mrutaha is also okay because mru is akarmaka dhatu. So sorry, not akarmaka. Mru is actually listed somewhere over here. In this particular list, I think somewhere I think one of the commentaries lists that, or you can use it kartari prayoga. He died. Saha mrutaha. And then because it is akarmaka, you can use in the kartari bhute sense. that's also possible. But when you negate it, amrutaha iti uchyate, tatra vartamane asya prayogah kritah drishyate. He is alive. So saha amrutaha iti atra arthaha bhavati. So basically, three different sets. You have nita dhatus, you have mati buddhi pujartha dhatus, and you have a specific list of dhatus given by the Bhashyakara. Across these three entities, you get the kta pratyaya in the Vartamana sense. Somebody is asking, what is alike? To smile or to be happy. That's Risha alike. Okay, somebody was asking, where do you get the Shashti Vibhakti? That's the sutram over here. Vartamane sakarmakebhyah dhatubhyah vihitah kta pratyayah कर्मपदस्य निर्देशं करोति तत्र कर्तृपदस्य षष्ठी विभक्ति भवति. So that षष्ठी only comes when you talk about the sakarmaka prayoga. Look at this once again. When you talk about, even one more slide before that, sakarmaka धातूनां विषये कर्मणः निर्देशः क्त प्रत्ययेन क्रियते, अतः कर्ता षष्ठी विभक्तौ गच्छति. यत्र अकर्मकः धातुः अस्ति तत्र तु कर्तरि एव प्रयोगः, अतः कर्ता तत्र प्रथमायामेव विद्यते. यत्र सकर्मकः धातुः अस्ति तत्र क्त प्रत्ययेन कर्मणः निर्देशः क्रियते. देशः रक्षितः, अस्यां स्थितौ कर्तृपदस्य कीदृशी विभक्ति भवेत् इति पृच्छामश्चेत् तत्र षष्ठी विभक्ति भवेत् इति उत्तरं लभ्यते. कथं लभ्यते पश्यामः. So we have a base case कर्तृकर्मणो कृति which always gives षष्ठी for all the kridantas. That gets blocked by nalokavye nishtha khalartha trunam. This we saw yesterday. Atra nishtha iti asti, ataha nishtha pratyo vishe tritiya bhavati. So originally it was shashti, it gets blocked by tritiya, and that tritiya further gets blocked by another sutra called tasya cha vartamane. Vartamane arthe yadakta pratyah bhavati tada shashti vibhakti bhavati. So that's the litmus test I was telling you, that in the vartamana kala the karta will be in the shashti, in the bhuta kala the karta will be in the tritiya. That's exactly how you can distinguish between whether it is a karmani bhute or whether it is a karmani vartamane. So tasya cha vartamane iti sutram. Actually all these sutras I'll teach towards all the way towards the end of the course when all the krit pratyayas are studied. But some of you might have already studied the vibhakti prakaranam. This is part of the vibhakti prakaranam. You have a set of sutras. Kartrukarmano, let me remember this. Kartrukarmanoho is over here. Kartrukarmanoho kruti, then ubhay prapto karmani, tasya cha vartamane, adhikaranavachinascha, nalokavya nishtha khalarthatrunam. So all these sutras are one by one. They tell about the exact vibhakti, whether it is shashti, whether it is tritiya. The tritiya gets further blocked by shashti because of tasya cha vartamane and adhikaranavachinascha, which we saw yesterday. So basically all this utsarga apavada mess we will learn to all the way towards the end of the course. Idanim kim smartavyam vartamane kta pratyah bhavati chet tasya cha vartamane ityanena sutrena shashti bhavati न लोक इति निषेधस्यापि अपवादः. So अत्र न लोकाव्य निष्ठा खलर्थतॄणाम् इति निषेधः यः क्रियते तस्य अपि अपवादः. Radnyam mataha. So that's what here he's using the shashti. Radnyam mataha buddhaha pujitaha. Why? It is a sakarmaka dhatu. Irrespective of whether the karma is there or not, it is a sakarmaka dhatu. Therefore, you have shashti vibhakti over here. Radnyam mataha buddhaha pujitaha. Wow. Anena prakarena vartamane pathitaha kta pratyaya. Let's actually go to now here. I'm just going to spend next few minutes, say 20 minutes, 10 minutes on summarizing everything that we talked yesterday and today. But before that, let's quickly go to that particular matrix and understand that we have covered everything here. So vartamane akarmakah dhatu asti chet kartarikta pratyayah, sakarmakah dhatu asti chet karmanikta pratyayah, karmanikta pratyayada vidhiyate tada कर्तृपदस्य षष्ठी विभक्ति भवति. कर्तरिक्त प्रत्यय विधीयते तदा तु कर्तृपदस्य प्रथमा एव अतएव कर्तरी प्रयोगः इति उच्यते. कर्मपदं तु नास्ति एव, अकर्मकः धातुः अस्ति. So the most risky part or more confusing one is the intersection of this first row and the second column. वर्तमाने क्त प्रत्ययः कर्तरी कदा भवति? अकर्मकः धातुः अस्ति तदा कर्तरी भवितुम् अर्हति. तत्र विशिष्टरूपेण भाष्यकारेण निर्दिष्टः धातुः अस्ति, नो चेत् ईतः धातुः अस्ति, ईत् धातुः अस्ति, तत्र वर्तमाने अपि भवितुम् अर्हति. So the intersection of that can give you a few set of dhatus for which you can have the prayoga in the vartamana as well as in the kartari sense. The only way to get out of the fear and confusion both associated with the ta pratyaya is create your own sentences and read some of the ones that are there in the literature. So the yesterday's homework was basically ask you to create certain sentences with certain restrictions. Today's homework is exactly like that. You have to create 10 sentences adhering to certain restrictions. If you do that systematically, a lot of things will be much more clear to you. Now, before I enter into the summary of yesterday's class and today's class, let me just quickly take a look at there's a bunch of questions appearing over here, but I'd only like to take the relevant ones. So somebody is having a question on 3 to 187. Is Vartamane coming over here as an anuvritti? Nitaha taha matibuddhi pujartebhyascha. How do I know it is in the Vartamana? Well, you are in the sheet number 5, which is Vartamanadhikara. Vartamane lat. Starting from this place all the way till the end, there is a Vartamanadhikara. That is the reason of creating 12 sheets. Otherwise, we could have just studied in the sequence of Ashtadhyay. The reason why we created 12 sheets is because that Adhikara is carried. So same question can be asked for Nishtha also. How do I know Nishtha is in the Bhute? Because it is the Bhutadhikara. It says Bhutakala Nirdeshakaha. Similarly, how do I know these last two sutras are in the Vartamane? Because there is a Vartamane letter Adhikara. This reminds me something very interesting. There is a huge confusion, and I was under this misimpression, wrong impression till a few years ago. And it's purely, I mean, it's I shouldn't say this, but it's purely attributed to Panini Maharishi. So look at the sequence of sutras. Kartari charshi devatayoho yi taktaha matibuddhi pujartebhyascha. Anybody reading this will get a first impression that there is this kartari which comes as an anuvritti in the next two sutras, and that is completely wrong. And this is completely confusing. The kartari word which appears right in the previous sutra does not come as an anuvritti. The next two sutras are not in the kartarikta, they are in the vartamanikta, they are in the vartamanadhikara. So because vartamana is too far from here and kartari is right in the previous sutram, one is inclined towards thinking that maybe kartari comes as an anuvritti and therefore nitaktaha matibuddhi pujartebhyascha in the kartarthe sense. No, they are in the vartamane sense. Kartari does not come as an anuvritti. The two sutras giving the kartrarthekta pratyaya are altogether different. Adi karmanikta kartaricha and gatyartha karmaka shlisha and so on. So no, please do not, and this specifically I'm telling because of that confusion of anuvritti. The kartari does not come as an anuvritti. Do not confuse. The placement itself makes it thoroughly confusing. Nitaktaha matibuddhi pujarthebhyascha is in the vartamana sense and not in the kartari sense. Okay, let's go to somebody's asking, can you go to the table to take one dhatu and run through each case? We will do that towards the end. I think all the examples are right there in the table. The question is, can you take one dhatu? It may not be possible because one dhatu may not fit all possible cases. I mean, some cases are only applicable for sakarmakas, some are only applicable for akarmakas, some are only for gatyarthaka, some are only for sthiti. So one dhatu cannot fit all the cells, but I'll go through the table and explain each of these examples. In fact, it won't be necessary after we go through these set of slides. So nishtha pratyeho arthaha sangshepaha. That table had 4 columns. So actually we have this 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 slides are there. Each slide will go over this individual column. So we will first take a look at bhute, then we will take a look at vartamane, then we will take a look at kala samanye, and then we'll take a look at adi karmani. Everything has been taught. I just want to quickly go over the sangshepa, quickly go over the summary. I will avoid explaining unless it is really required. Just by purely reading it, it should be clear. So prathamaha bhute nishtha pratyayau sarve, that's the first column. Sarvebhyah dhatubhyah dhatvarthe bhute dvavapi nishtha pratyukta tatha tavatu bhavitum arhatah. Tatra prathamam क्तवतु प्रत्ययस्य विषये सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः क्तवतु प्रत्ययः कर्तृर्थे प्रयुज्यते. प्लीज ट्राई टू इंटरप्रेट दिस एज आई एम गोइंग. कर्तृर्थे प्रयुज्यते. कर्तुः प्रथमा विभक्ति, कर्मणः द्वितीया विभक्ति. रामः पाठं पठितवान् इति उदाहरणम्. तदनन्तरं क्त प्रत्ययस्य विषये सकर्मकेभ्यः धातुभ्यः कर्मपदं विद्यते. तत्र क्त प्रत्ययः कर्मणः उपस्थितौ कर्मार्थे प्रयुज्यते. यत्र कर्मपदम् अस्ति तत्र क्त प्रत्ययः कर्मार्थे एव भवति. कर्तुः तृतीया विभक्ति, कर्मणः प्रथमा विभक्ति. रामेण पाठः पठितः, रामेण गीता दृष्टा इति सर्वम्. यदि तत्र कर्मपदं न विद्यते, तृतीयः बिन्दुः, यदि कर्मपदं न विद्यते तर्हि क्त प्रत्ययः भावार्थे प्रयुज्यते. तत्र मया पूर्वमपि उक्तं विकल्पः नास्ति. कर्मपदम् अस्ति चेत् कर्मणि प्रयोगः, कर्मपदं नास्ति चेत् भावे प्रयोगः. रामेण हसितं, रामेण पठितं, रामेण दृष्टम् एते सर्वे प्रयोगाः. तदनन्तरं कर्तरीभूतेक्त प्रत्यय, इदं सूत्रम् अद्यतनवर्गे अधीतं. कर्तरीक्त प्रत्ययः कुत्र भवति? गत्यर्थकाः धातवः, अकर्मकाः धातवः, तथा च विशिष्टरूपेण भाष्यकारेण निर्दिष्टाः अष्टधातवः श्लिषादयः. एतेषां विषये कर्तृर्थे अपि त प्रत्ययः प्रयुज्यते. अत्र कर्तुः प्रथमा विभक्ति भवति, कर्मणः द्वितीया विभक्ति भवति. देवदत्तः ग्रामं गतः, देवदत्तः ग्लानः, देवदत्तः वृक्षम् आरूढः इति उदाहरणानि. दिस इज कॉलम नंबर 1. तदनन्तरं कॉलम नंबर 2 वर्तमाने निष्ठा प्रत्ययौ. यद्यपि निष्ठा प्रत्ययौ इति लिखितमस्ति तथापि विशिष्टेभ्यः धातुभ्यः वर्तमाने क्त प्रत्ययः एव भवितुम् अर्हति. क्तवतु प्रत्ययः वर्तमाने न विधीयते. तत्र त्रीणि सूत्राणि, सूत्रद्वयमेव त्रयः बिन्दवः. ईद्भ्यः धातुभ्यः वर्तमाने क्त प्रत्ययः, अत्र कर्मपदं न विद्यते, अतः क्त प्रत्ययः कर्तृर्थे भवितुमर्हति. देवदत्तः मिन्नः, he is fat or he is becoming fat. देवदत्तः त्वरितः. अग्रिमं सूत्रं मतिबुद्धिपूजार्थेभ्यश्च. तत्र प्रसिद्धपदार्थस्य इच्छां ज्ञानम् उत पूजाभावं प्रदर्शयितुं ये धातवः प्रयुज्यन्ते तेभ्यः क्त प्रत्ययः भवति. एते सर्वे सकर्मकाः धातवः, अतः वर्तमाने कर्मणि अर्थे क्त प्रत्ययः प्रयुज्यते. क्तस्य च वर्तमाने इति कर्तृपदस्य षष्ठी विभक्तिः भवति. अयं पण्डितः राज्ञाम् इष्टः, राज्ञां ज्ञातः, राज्ञां पूजितः. बहुवचनं राज्ञाम् इति किमर्थम् उक्तं? प्रसिद्धः अस्ति, सर्वैः इष्यते, न केवलम् एकेन इष्यते, सर्वैः इष्यते, सर्वैः ज्ञायते, सर्वैः पूज्यते. तदनन्तरं तृतीयं तदेव सूत्रं, परन्तु चकारस्य किञ्चित् तत्र विवरणं कृतमस्ति. मतिबुद्धिपूजार्थेभ्यश्च भाष्यकारेण साक्षात् निर्दिष्टेभ्यः धातुभ्यः क्त प्रत्ययः वर्तमाने भवितुमर्हति. Specific list of dhatus, which is some dicey case. Some dhatus, some other people have also added over there. तत्र किं विशेषः ज्ञातव्यः? धातुः अकर्मकः अस्ति चेत् कर्तृर्थे क्त प्रत्ययः, धातुः सकर्मकः अस्ति चेत् कर्मणि अर्थे क्त प्रत्ययः, कर्मणि अर्थे क्त प्रत्ययः विधीयते चेत् कर्तुः तस्य च वर्तमाने इति षष्ठी विभक्ति भवति. देवदत्तः तुष्टः, दिस इज द अकर्मक प्रयोग, कर्मपदं नास्ति, नो चेत् धातुः एव अकर्मकः. देवदत्तस्य देशः रक्षितः, सकर्मकः धातुः अस्ति. That summarizes the second column, vartamane nishtha pratyayo. The third column of the table, adi karmani nishtha pratyayo. Sarvebhyah dhatubhyah, again all the dhatus, adi karmani arthe, adi karmani nishtha vaktavya, work in progress. इत्यनेन वार्तिकेन द्वावपि निष्ठा प्रत्ययो क्त and क्तवतु भवितुम् अर्हतः. आदिकर्मणि विहितः क्तवतु प्रत्ययः कर्तृर्थे प्रयुज्यते. कर्तुः प्रथमा, कर्मणः द्वितीया. रामः कटं प्रकृतवान्. सकर्मकः धातुः अस्ति चेत् कर्मणः उपस्थितौ आदिकर्मणि विहितः क्त प्रत्ययः कर्मार्थे प्रयुज्यते। अत्रापि विकल्पः नास्ति। सकर्मकः धातु इत्युक्ते कर्मणि, अकर्मकः धातु इत्युक्ते भावे, तत्र कर्तरि अपि भवितुम् अर्हति, तदग्रे वक्ष्यते। अतः अत्र कर्तुः तृतीया, कर्मणः प्रथमा, देवदत्तेन कटः प्रकृतः। सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः कर्मणः अनुपस्थितौ आदिकर्मणि विहितः क्त प्रत्ययः भावार्थे प्रयुज्यते। कर्तुः तृतीया, क्तान्तस्य नपुंसकलिङ्गे एकवचने प्रयोगः, टाइपिंग मिस्टेक, नपुंसकलिङ्गे एकवचने प्रयोगः, देवदत्तेन भुक्तं प्रभुक्तं, देवदत्तेन प्रकृतं, देवदत्तेन प्ररुदितम् इत्येते प्रयोगाः। अन्ते सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः आदिकर्मणि विहितः क्त प्रत्ययः कर्तृर्थे अपि भवितुम् अर्हति। अत्र विशेषरूपेण ज्ञातव्यम्, भूतकाले यः क्त प्रत्ययः विधीयते सः विशिष्टधातूनां विषये एव कर्तृर्थे भवति। आदिकर्मणि यः क्त प्रत्ययः विधीयते सः सर्वत्र कर्तरि भवितुम् अर्हति। आदिकर्मणि विहितः क्त प्रत्ययः कर्तृर्थे अपि भवितुम् अर्हति। कर्मपदस्य द्वितीया विभक्ति, देवदत्तः कटं प्रकृतः, देवदत्तः प्ररुदितः इति अत्र उदाहरणानि। The last column, काल सामान्य, this was completely covered yesterday. काल सामान्य निष्ठा प्रत्ययो सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः अधिकरणे तथा भावे काल सामान्ये क्त प्रत्ययः भवितुम् अर्हति। क्तवतु प्रत्ययः तु काल सामान्ये न विधीयते, केवलं क्त प्रत्यय अस्ति तत्र। क्तोऽधिकरणे च द्रव्यगति प्रत्यवसानार्थेभ्यः, the last सूत्रम of the कृदन्त प्रकरणम् इत्यनेन द्रव्य इत्युक्ते स्थैर्यवाचकाः धातवः, ऑपोजिट ऑफ गति। काशिकाकारेण तु अत्र अकर्मकेभ्यः इति अर्थः गृहीतः अस्ति। गत्यर्थकाः धातवः, दैट्स गति, भोजनार्थकाः धातवः, दैट्स प्रत्यवसान, एतेषां विषये अधिकरणस्य निर्देशार्थं कालसामान्ये क्त प्रत्ययः भवति। अस्मिन् प्रयोगे कर्तृकर्मपदयोः उभयोः अधिकरणवाचिनश्च इति षष्ठी विभक्तिः भवति। विष्णोः शयितः शेषः, अत्र कर्मपदं नास्ति, केवलं कर्तृपदम् अस्ति, तस्य षष्ठी विभक्तिः भवति। कृष्णस्य क्रीडितं वनम्, देवदत्तस्य ओदनस्य भुक्ता स्थालिका, अत्र कर्मपदम् अपि विद्यते, कर्तृपदम् अपि विद्यते, उभयोः षष्ठी विभक्तिः भवति। तदनन्तरं नपुंसके भावे उपसंख्यानम् इत्यत्र इत्यनेन भावे कालसामान्ये क्त प्रत्ययस्य प्रयोगः सर्वेभ्यः धातुभ्यः कर्मणः अनुपस्थितौ भावस्य निर्देशार्थं नपुंसके भावेक्तः इत्यनेन कालसामान्ये क्त प्रत्ययः भवति। अत्र कर्तृपदस्य नपुंसके भावे उपसंख्यानम् इत्यनेन वार्तिकेन षष्ठी विभक्तिः भवति। क्त प्रत्ययान्तरूपं नपुंसकलिङ्गे एकवचने प्रयुज्यते। So Devadattस्य हसितम्, examples of Madhurashtakam, Geetam, Madhuram and so on was given for this. Devadattस्य gatam and so on. Please print these slides and hang in front of your wall, and along with your everyday prayer, say it for 8 days, and Kta will never be a mystery in your life. So Bhute, Vartamane, Kala Samanye and Adi Karmani, all these have been thoroughly covered in this manner. अनेन प्रकारेण अद्यतन वर्गे सर्वेषां निष्ठा प्रत्ययस्य प्रयोगाणां विस्तरेण अध्ययनम् अस्माभिः कृतम्। अग्रिमवर्गात् आरभ्य प्रक्रियायाः विषये अध्ययनं प्रारभामहे। So how does the निष्ठा प्रत्यय gets used in the prakriya, or how the prakriya happens? 4 classes for Idagama, 5 classes for Angakarya, 5 classes for Tripadikarya. Don't even ask me, it's all mess. I'll try to uncover it slowly, one by one. Samapayamaha, let's take a quick look at the homework. Exactly same homework as the previous one, yesterday's one, except the questions have changed. Kta pratyasya adhodaktanam prayoganam swavirachitam pratyekam udaharanadvayam datta. Write 2 examples. It can be in a single sentence, it can be in 2 different sentences, it can be a poem also, like create your own shloka, for example, to represent these things, one for each. So gatyarthakebhya dhatubhya kartari bhute, nidbhya dhatubhya kartari vartamane. I've done some random permutation combinations. Some of them are meaningless also. Specifically, some of them are meaningless, so that you can understand that these combinations are not possible. That's one. अधोदत्तस्य श्लोकस्य आधारेण प्रश्नानां प्रत्येकम् एकवाक्येन उत्तराणि लिखत. Same structure as yesterday. Just the question, just the shloka has changed. Anushitosau dugdhabdhim anujatascha vasavam arudho garudam vishnu anujirnaha yamindira anujirno yamindiram prakriya sarvaswam ityasmin granthe ayam shlokaha idam udaharanam dattamasti. Is easy to identify. Only one sutram will give all these prayogas. Anushita, the anujata, arudha, anujirna. So अस्मिन् श्लोके विद्यमानाः सर्वेऽपि क्तप्रत्ययान्त शब्दाः एकेनैव सूत्रेण सिद्ध्यन्ति. किं तत् सूत्रम्? अस्मिन् श्लोके गरुड शब्दस्य षष्ठी विभक्ति कथं न भवति? अस्य श्लोकस्य अर्थं स्वभाषया लिखत. Ironically, after yesterday's class, somebody asked me, Swabhashaya, does it mean Matrubhasha, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, and so on? No, no, no. Swabhasha means your own Sanskrit. Your own Sanskrit means not your own Sanskrit. Whatever you have, whatever is the grammatically correct Sanskrit in your own language, you have to write it. Don't use English, Hindi, Kannada, Tamil, whatever any other language. Swabhasha ityukte संस्कृतेनैव परन्तु स्वशब्दानां प्रयोगं कृत्वा उत्तरं लेखनीयम्. अस्मिन् श्लोके विद्यमानस्य कस्यापि एकस्य क्तान्तशब्दस्य लौकिकविग्रहं लिखत. अस्मिन् श्लोके विद्यमानस्य कस्यापि एकस्य क्तान्तशब्दस्य अलौकिकविग्रहं लिखत. So again, exercises are there. Today's date 13th, deadline is 23rd. We will discuss these particular examples on 28th. Somebody is asking, in the light of all these, can you now please explain once again on Pranatosmi Munitrayam? So pranataha is a ta pratyayanta form. Step number 1. Pra plus nama plus ta. Asmi. So it is the kartrarthe. This aham pranataha asmi. Munitrayam is the karma sitting over there. So what is this form? This form is a kartarik ta pratyaya. This is guaranteed. It cannot be karmani because aham pranataha asmi. Karta is aham, pranataha is resonating with that. So it has to be kartarik ta pratyaya. Now you go back to the table and see which of the kartarikta pratyaya entities can be justified. So Ramaha Gramam Gataha, it is Bhute, Aham Pranataha, but in this particular case, can Pranata be used? So it is a Gatyarthaka Dhatu. So if we decide to use pra plus nama in the sense of bending and say it is a Gatyarthaka Dhatu, then yes, definitely you just like Ramaha Gramam Gataha, because it is a gatyarthaka dhatu, we can say aham munitrayam pranataha iti atra spashtikartum shakyate. No chet, so that's one possibility. No chet, go to the next one. Can we use it in the vartamane? Go to the next one. Can we use it in the adi karmani? So you think about it in this manner. Adi karmani also, there is a pra sitting over there, so we might be able to use it in the adi karmani. So again, raham munitrayam pranataha can be used in the adi karmani sense. Can we use in the vartamane sense? Then which all dhatus are used in the vartamana? Hi taktaha. Is this a hi dhatu? No. Mati buddhi pujarthebhyascha. Is it a pujarthaka dhatu? Probably yes. When you say namami, some kind of puja might be implied over there. So then yes, but in that particular case, can it be used in the kartari? No, it cannot be used in the kartari because then karma pada comes over there. So mati buddhi pujarthebhyascha cannot be used. Can the explicit list of dhatus listed by the Bhashyakara contains the nama dhatu? No, it doesn't contain. So then Vartamane somehow gets ruled out. So the only possibilities are Kartari Bhute or Kartari Adi Karmani. You can pick up whatever you want and justify the Prayoga based on the context. So eventually, this is how an exercise, it's good somebody asked this question because this is how you take a Prayoga and you use this table, print this table and keep it in front of you and try to run through it. And it will be very easy for you to come to a final conclusion. So what is the answer? Munitrayam pranatosmi iti kartari bhute api bhavitum arhati, kartari adi karmani api bhavitum arhati iti atra ashayah. Somebody is asking, what is asmi? Aham asmi. Aham nataha asmi. I am a boeing in front of them. So that's asmi over there. Okay, there have been a couple of more comments on this, but let's stop over here. Somebody of you, if you want, you can write a small write-up, small paper on Pranatosmi and share it with the group. I'll be super happy to put it on the portal. It's actually good. You take some prayoga and actually dissect it and explain how it is actually a certain prayoga and not some other type of prayoga. You will learn a lot by doing this exercise. So if somebody is interested, write a small, it will be half a paragraph, one paragraph, half a page on pranataha, the usage of pranataha. You can share it to me. I'll put it on the portal. समापयामः। अग्रिमसप्ताहे नियमितरूपेण कक्षाद्वयं भविष्यति। अग्रिमसप्ताहात् आरभ्य प्रक्रियायाः विषये अध्ययनं प्रारभामहे। अष्टाध्ये जगन्माता यस्य चित्तात् समुत्थिता वेदानामुपकाराय तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। शब्दब्रह्म समाराध्य कृतवान्यो विलक्षणं सर्वाश्चर्यमिदं शास्त्रं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। धन्यवादः।